Welcome to the info session, Egypt's Journey of the Sacred Union. It will be happening in April 2023. So we are in the launch period now. I have not even launched my event page yet, so you guys will be the first ones to see it, and that's exciting. Okay, so what we'll cover in this presentation is itinerary, food, accommodations, safety, COVID guidelines, what's included, what's not included, logistics, practices that will be offered in the session, pricing, terms and bonuses at the end. And I will get to show you the registration form and the Q&A at the end. And I don't mind staying longer on the call. If you have questions for me, I don't mind to hang out and address all your questions. So first, let me introduce you our guides. Well, first one is me. For those of you who know me, I'm Irina Devi. For those who don't know me, I'm Irina Devi, your loyal servant. And I'm a founder of Fragrant Wellness and La Femme Rose Women Network, love and intimacy counselor, and spiritual teacher, and of course, a yogi. And on this journey will be joining us two incredible spiritual guides. One is Krista, our ground Egyptian guide, and she is initiated priestess of Avalon and devotee to the feminine mysteries. Krista has been guiding journeys and living in Egypt for many years. Her love with both ancient and modern Egypt has become a devotion, and on her trips, she is a channel to the energy of the temples and ancient sites. She holds a sacred space for people to assist them in having a strong, energetic, and enriched soul experience in Egypt. So Krista is incredibly spiritual and knowledgeable guide, and it is really an honor to have her with us. I have personally received her transmission, so, and yeah, the experience is just simply beautiful. And then her partner Karim is an Egyptologist. You might know that Egypt is the only country that actually has its own science, Egyptology. And so he's going to be offering us his knowledge, and he has been guiding groups in Egypt since he was 16 and has a strong Sufi background. The mystical path of Islam is the path of his family for many generations. So his own spiritual path gives him a very unique perspective in understanding and explaining the Kemetic mythology. Kemetic is how Egypt was called in ancient times. It was a Kemetic land and wisdom. Because of this, his tourist groups get an outstanding and unforgettable experience. So yes, I do know both of them personally, both very lovely people. So first, I would like to address safety, because that always comes up. Oh, how's the safety? Well, the president of Egypt takes tourist safety very, very seriously. So when I was in Egypt, there was no time that I personally felt unsafe. But of course, you know, you will have airport hotel transfers both ways. You don't have to worry about getting a local taxi or dealing with any of the local situations there when you arrive or depart. We will have private security guard traveling with us through Siva Desert. And in the desert, we do need someone because we go through checkpoints, and it helps to have a security guard on the tour with us. And again, it is a law in Egypt. So just basic recommendations: stay with the group. You're not going to go and explore Egypt by yourself in the middle of the night, of course, you know, and respecting the culture, you know, just knowing it's a Islamic culture, and some places might be used to tourists, but some are very cultural and respect their own traditions, and they like the visitors to respect their culture as well. So, and some logistics on the tour. You will have to apply for Egypt visa, and it's very easy process. I will provide you with a link. If you're someone like me who likes to have her papers in advance, you apply through the website. It takes about 5 to 7 days. You get your visa and you're good to go. And you can also apply for visa in Cairo airport when you arrive. And I heard it's a very easy process, so there's no worry. You don't have to worry about that. There will be 2 domestic flights. When you arrive to Cairo, you will be taking a flight to Aswan. That's where a journey begins. It's about 40-minute flight. And then we will be, those of you who are joining full journey, we will be flying to Luxor, from Luxor to Cairo. And Krista will book this for us as a group. You don't have to worry about booking that. And also, if you need help booking a connecting flight to Aswan, we can also help you do that. We will be taking bus journey through the desert. There will be no COVID restrictions or vaccine requirements to enter. I should say there is no COVID restriction or vaccine requirements to enter. Hopefully it will remain this way in April. PCR test is in accordance with your country's entry guidelines. So depending what country you're coming from, you just have to make sure that you follow the guidelines, and we will provide you with opportunity to do PCR test. It's a seamless process. You don't have to worry about it or look for places to do it. We will arrange that for you. I will send everyone a client consent form, and will be emailed to you in 30 days before travel, and basically will cover all safety guidelines and expectations. And we can also help you book extra nights in Aswan upon arrival, because I personally plan to arrive 1 night earlier to settle in, to get adjusted to the time zone. And then later after the journey, if you would like to stay in Cairo, we can help you book accommodations. And of course, that's at your own expense. Okay, so here's a picture of me with my group last year. We're having a lovely lunch in the desert that was prepared for us, and you will get to experience this as well. So just basic information about food. We will stay in some very luxury places and have gourmet Mediterranean buffets, which will have variety from vegan to meat, fish choices, anything your heart desires. And then we will travel to authentic places like Nubian Village. And when we are in Dahabeya, we get to experience traditional Egyptian food. Yeah, so just know that as much as we try to provide vegan and vegetarian options, in some places there might not be a variety. And I have to be very transparent about this, because I know sometimes, you know, people are true sticklers to their diet, and Egypt, you know, it cannot always provide or accommodate the dietary needs. So we will have in some places private group catering, like when we are now at Dahabeya. We will have also amazing private dinner in Cairo and prepared for us. So there will be some instances where it will be just tailored to us. No gluten-free options in Egypt, because that's just, you know, they just getting warmed up to this no gluten culture. So just understand and be patient. And if you really need no gluten, then I advise people to bring their own snacks that are gluten-free. This way, at least they have some choices. And you will have abundance of food. So on the itinerary, even if you see that some places when we travel, some days you will not have lunch, there's absolutely no worry. Sleep assured that you will have abundance of food. You will have an opportunity to pack lunches from those abundant buffets in the morning and take food with you, so you will not go hungry. So some accommodations. This is a Mena House. It's an exclusive, absolutely beautiful resort in Cairo, next to Giza. You see Krista on the picture with pyramid showing in the background, pool, Egyptian spa is there. If you want to book services, there's pool. It's you can explore Cairo from there, and it's an incredible luxury resort. And I was lucky to book it because usually there's no availability. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, so going with accommodations, we're starting our journey in Aswan Nubian village, and you could see this is a very, very authentic to the region, the way houses look and people and Moroccan style spice markets. This is an opportunity for you to experience the culture, get camel rides, explore the village. It's really, really lovely. It's an experience on its own, and you will have free time to do that. And this is our Dahabeya. This is, again, our accommodations. Those of you who are joining Feminine Journey, we will be sailing on the Moroccan style boat. We will be spending 5 nights on it with meals, 3 meals prepared for our group. And from this boat, we will be stopping and visiting temples. And you're welcome to stay on the boat and relax anytime you don't want to go with the group. It's completely safe, and yeah. Okay, so this is another very, very exclusive place for the masculine journey. We will be staying in the Taziri Eco Lodge. That's another place that is very hard to book, usually not open to tourists, and it's in the middle of the desert. And where you see picture of me with the group, this is the view in the middle of the desert with a lake. It's incredible. We will stay overnight there, and we will also have the bottom picture. You see Shali Lodge. It's a very, very authentic to the region housing. It's a boutique hotel, very small, family owned, also very exclusive experience, and we'll probably be the only group there, just us. And you will be also staying in Jazal Maza in the Mediterranean luxury resort with pool and beach. As we travel to the desert, we will be stopping there. And on the way back from the desert, we will be stopping here too. So what to expect from me? Egypt is already big energy, and a lot of you will have very personal spiritual journeys, and you will be receiving what you are supposed to receive and you're destined to receive on this journey. However, my job is to support you with practices of yoga and meditation and breath work and movement and connection circles. And also we'll be offering cacao ceremony on the Dahabeya. So just for you to process, personalize, and fully receive the experience. And really, this is going to be decided on day-to-day basis, because I will have to see what the group needs. If the group needs movement at the moment, or the group needs to connect to the breath. So I will use my own spiritual guidance to guide you through this journey. So let's take a look at the itinerary. 1st of April, we arrive to Aswan and we transfer to the Nubian village. You have your dinner, arrival, free time, relax, enjoy. Then 2nd of April, we'll have our opening circle, and you'll have free time in the Nubian village to explore, go on camel rides, shop at the spice market, and observe the culture. The 3rd of April, we will arrive to Priestess Gate. That's another place that is not open to tourists. This is just a special space where ancient priestesses were initiated into priestesshood. And we will be there to meet sunrise, opening our journey with Isis Temple, Mother Isis. We're gonna ask for her blessings of love and magic on our journey and check into the Dahabeya, our boat. The 4th of April, we will be in Kamombo Temple, incredible temple, which, we will have our private Egyptologist there to explain really the dynamic and energy of the temple. The 5th of April, we'll have another Al-Kaab temple that Krista strongly recommends. I don't think I was in that temple yet. But I'm pretty sure if Krista recommends it, then it's going to be magical. 6th of April, we'll be sailing and have our cacao ceremony. We'll stop and swim in the Mother Nile. We will immerse ourselves in the ancient water for healing. And will be just our day to process and savor the energy of the Nile. And then 7th of April, we arrived to Hathor Temple in Dandara, and that's a magical, absolutely magical temple. They have Isis sanctuary there that I will ask Krista to have access for us, and we might have a private ceremony there too. Then on 8th of April, we fly to Cairo and we have free time there. You can go to pyramids, you can enjoy Cairo, enjoy different food choices, whatever it is that your heart desires, book a spa. And that's our day to just relax from the travel. On the 9th of April, we go to Sphinx, and this is the highlight of the tour also. We have a private ceremony at sunrise. As you know, Sphinx is not usually open to tourists. People see him from far, from the distance, but we will be having our private ceremony, spiritual ceremony in his paws. So you will be right there in the energy of it. And it's going to be a really magical experience. And we will also have access to Giza Plateau. Just our group, we will see things that usually are not shown to tourists. You will see secret tunnels underneath the pyramids. And yeah, so these are kind of things that are really, really special. And usually tourists are not even aware of this. You will have a feeling like you're really on our own like solar boat traveling through Egypt, and tourists are somewhere in the distance and we're just here like one solar family on this journey. It really is. It's a beautiful experience. And then we'll have dinner at Krista and Kareem's home. That's when I mentioned dinner will be catered to us by their private Egyptian chef. So that's also very special. Okay, so what does feminine pilgrimage that we just covered, what does it include? All airport transfers, 2 nights in the Nubian village, 5 nights sailing on the Dahabeya, all nights in exclusive Marriott Manor House, dinner in Cairo, prepared by authentic chef, all transferred, excursion, entrance fee, tips to drivers, tips in hotels, tips to temple guards, private Egyptologists, spiritual guiding in the temples, which is also very special. Usually tourists don't receive any spiritual guidance, and private access to the Sphinx and Giza Plateau. And then we go into our masculine. So those of you who might be joining just the masculine journey, you will start on the 10th of April and travel to Marsa Matruh, the Mediterranean. That's where we travel. And on 11th of April, we'll travel to Siva, the desert, and stay overnight in the Taziri Eco Lodge. On the 12th of April, a truly unique experience in desert safari and salt mine lakes. We get to swim in the salt mine lakes. It's also an incredible experience. On the 13th of April, we are visiting Cleopatra Ancient Bath, once again for healing and immersion into ancient waters. This was personally an incredible experience for me and transformation. That's where Queen Cleopatra received her initiation into a queen and a priestess of Isis. And next to it is an oracle temple. It's the ancient oracle temple where Alexander the Great received his initiation into the king. And we actually will be taking his path of the masculine, and we'll have a ceremony in the oracle temple. On the 14th of April, we travel to the Lumerian Sea, overnight stay in the Lumerian Sea once again. And 15th of April, we travel back to Cairo, overnight close to the airport. And the 16th of April, we are flying home. Now, before I go into what masculine journey includes, Krista also is giving me an option to add the Cairo experience to the masculine journey. So if this is something you are interested in, if you cannot attend full journey, I will give you an option to add Sphinx experience to the masculine journey. So what does masculine journey include? 2 nights in the Mediterranean, 1 night in the exclusive Taziri Eco Lodge, 2 nights in Shali Lodge, 1 night in Sanesta Cairo, breakfast, dinners, lunches, excursions, fees, basically everything, tips, everything is covered. Private Egyptologist and airport transfers. And what's not included in the itinerary? So air tickets, of course, international and domestic, it's up to you to book those tickets. Egypt entry visa is 25 United States dollars. And as I mentioned earlier, very easy process to receive that visa. Additional drinks and meals if you choose to purchase. Entrance fee to the inside of the pyramids, that's on your own. We will be in Giza and we will be on the plateau, and you will be next to the pyramids, but if you really want to go inside, that's something you might want to plan on your own. So if you want to have more tipping, if you want to give more tips to people, you're welcome to do so. You don't have to because they're included. Also PCR test. I think last time it was $80 or $70, something like this. So if your country requires a PCR test, then upon entry, that's something that you have to plan for. And also, if you need an additional nights in Nubian Village as one or Cairo, of course, you can talk to us and we can help you plan that. And also we have a service, meet and assist in Cairo airport. So those of you traveling by yourself, if you feel a little uncomfortable flying into Cairo airport, which is actually very safe, all you do is just taking a connecting flight. But those of you who might be feeling a little nervous and you want someone to meet you and escort you to the connecting flight and get you through the customs, this service is $17 US, and we can also arrange for this. Okay, and is this journey for you? Well, there's a few things that I'm asking of participants. I'm asking for flexibility because sometimes things might change on the itinerary and we have to adjust. So flexibility is very important. Patience is very important, knowing that we are in a different country. Sometimes things might take longer. Sometimes, again, things might change. And also being patient with self and being patient with each other, because we will be spending time together as a group. So if someone is impatient or edgy, that just creates dissonance in the group, and we don't want to have that kind of experience. So we're also looking for kindness. We're looking for you to trust in the process, whatever, and be open to whatever you are there to receive in Egypt. Like I said, it's a big energy, and I received everything what I needed to receive, and I think I'm still processing it. And of course, awareness of your own needs and the respect for needs of others. If you feeling emotions are coming up, which is natural, it might be sadness, happiness, anger, whatever is coming up for you, just knowing that you need your own space. And if others people also need their own space to process, respecting that as well. So just a couple of things. All early bird pricing ends November 1st, and you can add $250 per person to all itineraries after that. Payment plans are available in 3 or 4 installments. Payment options: Venmo, Zelle, Wise transfers for US and international clients, PayPal, credit card, automated payments. Also, if you bring a friend, for every friend you bring, it's $50. And all payments are non-refundable but transferable. If you want to transfer this to a friend, or if I have people on the waiting list, I'll be happy to reimburse you and do the exchange. And the journey is limited to 18 participants, 21 years of age and older. So deposit is required upon registration. Again, if you choose 3 or 4 installments, we can definitely agree on it. And this is all described in the registration form. You don't have to memorize this. This information will be available to you. I just included it in the presentation just to let you know that there are payment plans available. And the final payment is due 30 days before the journey. At which point I will have welcome initiation meeting for the group. And we will, I actually discussed partial cash payment to Krista and Kareem. They asked that we bring some of the money for them in cash, but you don't have to worry about this now. This is something that will be discussed closer to the trip. So I just want to quickly show you the registration page, and then we will transition to Q&A. And this is the registration page. And it's basically, you know, your preferences, what you would like, how many nights you're staying, you need extra nights. If you have any food allergies, health issues, passport information, please know that you have to have at least 6 months or beyond valid passport. Emergency contact. If you're bringing a friend, I want to make sure I give you your referral fee for a friend. If you need the assist in meet in Cairo. So basically, once you select how you want to pay, and you submit this form, I will review it. And if we both accept terms and condition and it feels good to you, then I will provide you with payment information and how you can submit your payment. And that's it. So very, very basic, very straightforward information.